Hey everybody, we're going to talk a little bit more about Ebola tonight, and how this is clearly a false flag, clearly a distraction, clearly one more way for the pharmaceutical companies to create some kind of vaccine or cure, scare everybody to death. I've already given you my opinions a couple times on how this Ebola outbreak is not what they're making it out to be. Now, earlier today, this evening, earlier today, on Yahoo, they tweeted an tweet says breaking Ebola outbreak in Atlanta. Estimated 145 people infected so far since doctors carrying the disease were flown in from Africa. Well, it didn't take too long for everybody to find out that this was not true. They said it was a hacker got in there and tweeted this. Now, I've seen a couple people already address the question, oh my gosh, is this them foretelling, like maybe there is going to be an outbreak and this wasn't supposed to get released. The conspiracy theory, which I love conspiracy theories, and quite often I have my own. This is my conspiracy theory about the Ebola outbreak. I started thinking about it, okay? Not only has Ebola not ever been here on our continent, not only had both of the two people that are in Atlanta, the doctors, been treated and been on the mend when they were brought here, but I started thinking about this outbreak, the true parts of the outbreak. Okay, so we know here something was going on, whether it was just somebody putting out false information as a joke, logged in to Yahoo News, maybe it was a hacker, I don't know. Regardless, false information was put out yet again. Went over to an article here on the New York Times, nytimes.com. Nigeria struggles to cope with the Ebola outbreak. All this panic, guys, I want to put this into perspective for you. So, here you've got dude in his little chemical suit, and I guess he's somehow or another checking for, let's see, if they're checking for his temperature, make sure he doesn't have a fever, I guess. Ebola, one of the world's most fatal diseases, has surfaced in Africa's most populous country. What grabbed me, there's a number down here somewhere. Let me find it. I know I'm terrible at this, guys. Just bear with me. Here we go. Officially adding Nigeria, home to more than 160 million people, to the list of nations struggling to control one of the largest public health emergencies in recent history. More than 900 people have died. 900 people. Now, work with me, people, and hold on to that number. 900 people have died in Africa, this big outbreak, since the outbreak started, okay? Out of 160 million people, 900 have died. I got to thinking, alright, so Ebola's a virus, right? Flu-like symptoms. How many people died last year in the United States from the flu? Came over to a CDC page. Now, granted, the first top half of the page is all about how they can't come up with the exact number, because people that are under 18 may have died and it not been reported because, child protection of information. There may have been states that did not report children that had died. So of 18-year-olds and older, from 1976 to 1977, all the way up to 2006, 2007. That's 30 years. Flu-associated deaths ranged from a low of 3,000 to a high of 49,000. If it was 49,000, let's see here. 49,000 people divided by 30 years. That's 1,633 people per year. 1,633 people per year in this country from the flu. Out of 160 million people, Nigeria had 900 people. 900 people since the outbreak. Now, maybe I'm doing something wrong here in my calculations. If you're watching this and I'm missing something and I've got this wrong, please, please, please comment and let me know, because this just kind of accidentally happened that I stumbled across this. But to me, in my opinion, and again, I could be wrong, the news about Ebola is to keep your eyes and ears off of the border, keep your eyes and ears off of Ukraine and Russia, keep your eyes and ears off of Iraq. The Ebola virus is a distraction. It is not legitimate to have the level of fear that is being put out there. 1,633 people on average per year for the past 30 years have died from the flu. That is an outbreak.